Tonight I'm going to talk to you about my lifelong battle with anorexia. Crap. I said I was going to do this. I've practiced this so many times. Dyslexia, I happen to be dyslexic. There are many different forms of dyslexia, but I'm going to tell you about mine, which consists of battling the red squiggly line in every damn email I write. I've left some misspellings in here for your enjoyment, so, have fun with that. Everything in life starts out pretty awesome as dyslexic. It's all super visual and hands-on. Life is about spending your days in your underwear watching cartoons, getting the red shell, ruling Mario Kart, coloring outside the lines, going on super sweet adventures, Stranger Things style. Being dyslexic doesn't really matter in the beginning, so it's all pretty great. And then you get to school, and that's where shit goes down. Suddenly you're hit with all these new words and a ton of words. If you think about it, school is just words. Like, the pictures get smaller and smaller, and then the words just get bigger and bigger. And then they throw vocab tests to you and essays and book reports. Like, how am I supposed to do any of this? This is cruel. Not cool at all. Not a fan. It got so bad that my grandmother got me hooked on phonics because it works for every kid, right? Except it didn't work for me. So my teachers, in their infinite wisdom, decided that I should repeat the first grade. This hit me so hard. This was the first real big failure in my life, and in that moment, I decided that I would always rise above. Eventually, I got diagnosed with dyslexia. Now I officially felt like a dumbass. There's a piece of paper in life that says I suck at reading and writing. My mom has something to put on the fridge from school that's not from a coloring book. I'm sure she's so proud, right? But to everyone else, it was clear I did not belong. And that's true because I was slowing everyone down. They moved me into SLD, aka the catch-all for every pain-in-the-ass kid, as well as kids with real physical disabilities. But nothing was wrong with me. Some of these kids had real physical challenges they were dealing with, but I just preferred pictures over words. Why am I here? None of it made any sense. The system doesn't know how to support kids or how to teach them. 35% of dropouts are dyslexic. 50% of kids who do drugs are dyslexic, and 70% of kids in juvie are dyslexic. The system is making these kids feel like outcasts when they're in an environment where their friends continuously thrive, where they fail. And this carries on to college. I'm never going to be a Harvard kid. I'm never going to go to Yale. There's no way I would succeed. College is just not designed for me. So I looked around for a while to find a school that spoke my language and found Full Sail. But think of how many kids aren't that lucky and get stuck behind checkout counters and manual labor jobs because college just wasn't an option for them. Doing some research, I came across James, a 25-year-old fellow dyslexic entrepreneur in London. Hearing James' story about his struggle with dyslexia was crazy. Even though he went to school 10 years after I did, in another fucking country, we had the exact same experiences. This isn't just a problem in the States, but all over the world. And you know where it started? The fucking printing press. The printing press had been around for a while, but it's when we started building factories that we had to create manuals to create good worker bees. But if you couldn't read the manuals, you're pretty much screwed. So there's really nothing left for you to do as a dyslexic person, so pick up a rake, manual labor. And shortly after the Industrial Revolution, the first case of dyslexia was diagnosed. This was in 1887. Finally, a word to describe all the confusing shit that happens when I look at a piece of paper full of text. The printing press also, fun fact, became the backbone of our entire education system, meaning education consists of book reports, essays, and all of that stuff. And this still hasn't changed. Walking through the education system today with dyslexia is like trying to breathe underwater. You learn to fail, and you learn to fail quickly. You either decide this is going to be defeated by you, or you're going to rise above. You also learn how to laugh at yourself. Otherwise, life is just miserable. You learn that failure does not define you. You become emotionally intelligent. You learn how to rise above your failures and how to help others through theirs. Dyslexic people are visual learners. We're experts at seeing people's true emotions through nuanced changes in their faces and their body language. We can read people like you read a book. It's an amazing talent. We do it at parties. All the dyslexic people get together. You start to learn that dyslexia is actually a gift. All those years of taking words you can't spell and sentences and shifting them all around to make an email make sense, that skill is actually useful. You can translate to all walks of life, meaning dyslexic people are able to think of uncommon solutions and solve problems all today, become a problem-solving ninja. The world is becoming massively more visual, and that's great. My text used to be, hey babe, come on over and tell me about your day, has turned into this. Because we know if you come over, how your day is going to end. Nobody wants to read and write anymore. It's all about text and icons and GIFs. The world needs dyslexics to do their visuals, and we're doing it. 35% of entrepreneurs are dyslexic, 40% of self-made millionaires are dyslexic, and one out of two rocket scientists are dyslexic. These powerful dyslexics are shaping the world as we know it. They're going through, and the thing that they learned was that failure does not define you. That to innovate, you have to learn how to fail. It's the only way to move ahead. And then as a dyslexics, we are constantly victorious in this. And I'm harnessing my power of dyslexia with my company, Ascend Studios. Through my ridiculously talented team, we are filling the world with interactive, fun experiences of visual sounds and lights. I truly believe the reason why we're so successful in life is because we're able to create magical experiences through human connection. I'm so grateful that dyslexia prevented me from becoming a doctor or a lawyer or going through the traditional route through college. Dyslexia started out as a hardship. It was not easy to get where I am today. But it was a weakness and it was a struggle, but now it's given me the gift. It gives me the gifts of creativity, entrepreneurship, and human connection. The world tries to fit you in a neat little box with defined roles, but when you show up different, they don't know what to do with you. Remember, every struggle is life asking you to step up, to rise to the challenge. It may seem unfair and even cruel, but if you choose to accept it or walk through it, your weakness can become your fucking superpower. Thank you.